The January 2025 wildfires ripped through Los Angeles, leaving behind a trail of devastation. Thousands of families watched in horror as their homes and dreams turned to ash. The physical damage is staggering, but the emotional toll is immeasurable. The fires have left many in a state of shock and despair. The familiar landscape is now scarred, a constant reminder of the inferno that swept through their lives. The scent of smoke lingers in the air, a haunting fragrance of a nightmare they cannot escape. The fear is palpable. Residents, both those who lost their homes and those who narrowly escaped, are grappling with the trauma. The searing images of the flames, the desperate scramble for safety, the agonizing wait for news of loved ones. These memories are etched into their minds. The emotional scars, like the burn scars on the land, will take time to heal. This tragedy has shaken the community to its core. Yet, amidst the ruins, there are glimmers of hope. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers offering comfort and support, first responders working tirelessly to extinguish the last embers and search for the missing. The human spirit, though tested, has not been broken, but the road to recovery will be long and arduous. The immediate challenge is to provide shelter, food, and medical care to those who have lost everything. But beyond these immediate needs lies the daunting task of rebuilding lives and communities shattered by the flames. The question that haunts many survivors is a simple but agonizing one. Do they stay and rebuild, or do they seek a fresh start elsewhere, leaving behind the ashes of their past? For those who choose to rebuild, the path forward is fraught with obstacles. The first hurdle is often navigating the complex world of insurance claims. Many find their policies inadequate to cover the full cost of rebuilding, leaving them in a financial bind. Delays in processing claims, disputes over coverage, and the overwhelming paperwork add to their stress and frustration. Even with insurance payouts, the soaring cost of construction materials and labor presents a significant challenge. The demand for contractors and building supplies, exacerbated by the scale of the disaster, has driven prices sky high. Many families, already grappling with the financial losses from the fire, find themselves priced out of rebuilding their own homes. The dream of returning to normalcy seems increasingly out of reach. Adding to the complexity are the stringent building codes and regulations implemented to enhance fire safety. While these measures are crucial for preventing future tragedies, they can add significant costs and delays to the rebuilding process. Navigating the permit process, meeting the new standards for fire-resistant materials, and incorporating landscaping regulations can be overwhelming for homeowners already struggling to cope with the emotional and financial toll of the fire. The sheer magnitude of the task ahead can feel insurmountable. The emotional drain of reliving the trauma, coupled with the bureaucratic hurdles and financial burdens, can make rebuilding seem like an impossible dream. For some, the weight of these challenges is simply too much to bear, leading them to make the agonizing decision to walk away from the land they once called home. In the face of this overwhelming adversity, the response from government agencies and aid organizations has been a beacon of hope. Federal and state agencies have mobilized resources to provide immediate relief to fire victims. Temporary housing assistance, emergency funds for essential needs, and counseling services are being offered to help survivors cope with the initial shock and displacement. Nonprofit organizations have also stepped up in a big way, providing essential supplies, emotional support, and practical guidance to those affected by the fires. From the Red Cross to local community groups, these organizations are playing a vital role in filling the gaps and ensuring that no one faces this crisis alone. Their compassion and dedication are providing a much-needed lifeline to those struggling to get back on their feet. The outpouring of support from communities across the country has been heartening. Donations of money, clothing, and essential supplies have poured in, demonstrating the inherent goodness and generosity of the human spirit. Volunteers have flocked to the affected areas, offering their time and skills to assist with cleanup efforts, distribute aid, and provide comfort to those who have lost everything. While these immediate relief efforts are crucial, the long road to recovery requires sustained support and policy changes to address the underlying issues that exacerbate the impact of wildfires. The focus must shift from merely reacting to disasters to proactively mitigating risks, strengthening community resilience, and ensuring that adequate resources are available to support long-term recovery efforts. The January 2025 wildfires have exposed the vulnerability of communities living in fire-prone areas. The increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires, fueled by climate change and human activity, demand a fundamental shift in how we approach fire prevention, land management, and community planning. Investing in fire-resistant infrastructure and implementing stricter building codes in high-risk areas are essential steps. Creating defensible spaces around homes, managing vegetation to reduce fuel loads, and burying power lines to prevent sparks are crucial measures that can significantly reduce the risk of catastrophic fires. However, these measures come with a cost, and ensuring their affordability and accessibility to all homeowners regardless of income is crucial. Equally important is addressing the root causes of climate change. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and promoting sustainable land management practices are essential for mitigating the long-term risks of wildfires. This requires a collective effort from individuals, communities, and governments at all levels. The emotional and social implications of the fires will continue to reverberate through the affected communities for years to come. The loss of homes, businesses, and cherished memories has left an indelible mark on the lives of countless individuals. The trauma of the event, coupled with the challenges of rebuilding, will require ongoing support and resources to address the long-term mental health needs of survivors.